In the previous several videos, we have talked about 7 states of existence, going from -1, which is succumb or non-survive, to 0, which is survive, to +1, which is eminence, to +2, which is abundance, to +3, which is affluence, to +4, which is power, and finally +5, that's prosperity. Now in this video, I want to expand -1. State -1 actually is a condensation of 5 states into one. The reason I presented it in that format because the emphasis is on the states above 0. However, we need to illuminate the states below 0 because a lot of times there are a lot of confusion as to what is going on with regard to the state -1. -1 is almost a bottomless pit. Yes, you can't find the bottom of it, but I've got 5 levels below 0. The very first one is SSD phase, or small scale destruction. This is a low level of betrayal to mankind, done randomly and not affecting many, such as pickpocketing, shoplifting, prostitution, etc. That's -1A. Then we have -1B, medium scale destruction, MSD. This is a medium level of betrayal to man, and these are organized and planned actions, no longer random, and done against specific groups with the intention of destroying the intended groups, which they call it the enemies. So this is the class where it includes terrorism, white-collar crimes destroying major firms from inside, computer hacking, stealing vital information in the process, creating computer viruses that paralyze a business sector or whole company, organized mobs, trafficking illegal goods, etc. So this is -1B. Then we can go below this, which is -1C. That would be large-scale destruction, LSD. This is a high level of betrayal to mankind and life. The general actions are done on a massive level toward the destruction of specific areas, races, certain religions, or nations with the intention of eliminating a large class of people. Examples are many, but a few could serve. American psychiatrists mass drugging the children of a whole nation in the name of quote-unquote curing some invented disease. German psychiatrists who incited Hitler into destroying millions of Jews in the late 30s to mid-40s. Warmongering politicians tumbling down nations and destroying millions of lives in the process. Genocide promoters, so on and so forth. This was -1C. We can even go lower than this now. -1D. That is very large scale destruction, VLSD. This is close to the highest level of betrayal to man and life. The general actions done against mankind include extremely large sectors of life and large chunks of the physical universe. Examples include such things as nuclear bombing of a whole country or continent, blowing up a whole planet, contaminating the water supply of a whole nation, biological warfare on a global level, such as COVID-19 that we had recently. These are all comes into the class of VLSD, minus 1D. Now below that, we enter minus 1E. Ultra scale destruction, USD. This is the highest level and the ultimate betrayal to mankind and life. The general actions that are done at this level are not necessarily at the physical universe level, but mostly on the mental plane as well as the spiritual realm of existence. Examples include such things as intentionally introducing false data into a society, hypnotizing people and simultaneously feeding them confusing data and contrary purposes, putting people into a state of mental stupor or sleep. They call it deep sleep therapy. Brainwashing people individually or en masse, creating zombies, creating mental perversion and a spiritual corruption and decay, so on and so forth. So this is really you could call it the bottom of the pit, but it could go beyond it. But with these 5 levels, we have now seen that how minus 1 state is actually 5 states below zero. So there's 5 states below zero and 5 states above zero. The 5 states above zero is what our focus is. But it's good to know there are 5 states below zero, because that understanding will help you to avoid the pitfalls that some of these groups of people who engage in these activities could create. And you need to be aware that if such groups exist, we are constantly going to be interfered with in our states from above +1 to +5, because these groups of people are not going to sit there quietly without interrupting our lives and interrupting our climb to higher levels. So awareness and staying away from these groups are essential to our survival above zero. Hopefully with this video, I've illuminated what you need to know to grasp -1 expanded. Thank you for watching.